come out now. They're gonna say, Apefather, what are you doing? What is this? Animal rescue? You want to rescue animals? Yes, I've always did. Before my children were born, before Michael and Sophia were born, me and Jennifer, we always wanted to do this. And we have rescued animals, on our own, but we wanted to do it on a large scale, a very, very large scale. And, back a long time ago, you all know that I was involved with animal rescue, but, it's something that's always been in like the back of my head. And I have this idea for, a casino, Apefather, King of the Jungle Casino. And I have the ability to make a lot of videos. Okay. So, salute, Scott. I have the ability to make a lot of videos on YouTube. So, the way I look, and I don't want you guys to take this the wrong way. The stock market is corrupt. Listen, this is just my opinion. Okay. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. You want to know what it is? I came into AMC because I wanted all of us to succeed. You follow me? I wanted all of us to have life-changing wealth, generational wealth. And you know what happens at the end of the day is that a lot of people want to point their finger at me and say, you're the bad guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm a cheerleader. I was a cheerleader for all of us to be successful. And I'm still a cheerleader for all of us to be successful. But it's just gotten to the point I've completely lost all faith in the stock market. That's it. I'm sorry. I've completely lost. I just feel it is corrupt to the highest level. It's run by the corrupt 1%, cryptocurrency corruption. So I've gotten to a point in my life where I just say to myself, what do I want to do with my life? I love the following things. I love animals. I love real estate. And I'm trying to think to myself, is there a way I could somehow combine the both of them together in one thing? I love music. You know all of this, you know what I mean? I love comedy. So I said to myself, maybe there's a way where instead of asking for donations, because I know all you haters, oh, I know that you're waiting to hate. I've already gotten comment. I put out like one video. I put out one video, I already got like 3 or 4 hate comments saying, so Apefather, how much are the donations? I'm not asking for any donations. That's right. I'm not asking for any donations. I'll make the money on YouTube. I'll make it myself. I'll make it through my entertainment. I'll make it through my comedy. I'll make it through whatever I do. Music videos, if I want to do food videos, whatever I want to do. Anything I want to do. I'm not going to talk anymore about this stupid degree stuff, Antonio Miranda. I explained to you I'm 10 credits short of a BA. And when I get there, I'll let you know. That's it, okay? When I get the time to do it. At some point, I will complete my BA degree. You're funny, Scott Jones. So, I mean, look, from time to time, listen, if something big happens with AMC, obviously, I'm going to be the first person to make a video on it. You know what I mean? If there's some kind of big catalyst, if there's some kind of big news. Somebody asked me today, Apefather, do you think Ryan Cohen cares about the apes? Well, certainly the GameStop apes. I mean, listen, the guy puts up his own money. You know what I mean? Our Adam Aaron sells his AMC shares. Ryan Cohen buys GameStop, the shares. There's a big difference. So, you know, I don't have too much more to say. Look, I think everything's been said, about AMC. It amazes me how Lou, I'm not mentioning Lou anymore. I told you that. I'm not, but I'm just saying, just in the sense that he can make so many AMC videos. It's amazing. It's like I remember Lou saying back like maybe 6 months ago, and it was longer than that. I think it was over a year ago that he ran out of AMC content. That was over a year ago, and he's still doing it. It's like there's nothing like left to be said. It is what it is. We all know what happened between Adam Aaron, Judge Zern, 10-for-1 reverse stock split, Goldman Sachs price target potentially 175. Look, we could, it is, we can make conspiracy theory videos all day long. I don't want to spend my life doing that. Look, I'm sorry. I apologize to all of you. I don't want to do it anymore. I could do it, I could do it. I could just spend all of my time talking about conspiracy theory number one, conspiracy theory number two, what's going to cause the AMC MOAS, or what's all of this, you know, crime or alleged crime, corruption that's going on that's preventing the MOAS. I just don't want to waste my life doing it. I'm getting older, as you all know. Okay, I'm going to be 46 years old this month, the end of the month. And I'm getting old. I got to start, like people say, like Antonio Miranda says, he's like, you got to do something with your life. Do something. And I want to do something. I want to do something big, Antonio. You understand? I want to do something big. I don't want to just be a regular person. And like I said, I asked myself today, what have I always wanted to do with my life? Big real estate projects, casinos, hotels. But the thing is, I'm also a big animal lover. And I said to myself, most casinos are not known, for being like philanthropists or being good people. Most casinos are known, basically for taking people's money, right? But imagine if you could kind of change that. Imagine if you can make a casino kind of a good thing that's actually using these millions and millions of dollars in revenues that it's earning. Imagine that, and actually helping animals in need. Now, I'm not just saying, like, look, I love dogs, I love cats. I'm talking about wild animals. I'm talking about apes, baby. That's right. I'm talking about Apefather traveling the world. I'm talking about Apefather helping gorillas, apes, lions, tigers, whales, everything, baby. That's exactly what I was thinking, Scott. Scott Jones, my son is actually, Scott Jones knows exactly where I'm going with this. An animal sanctuary connected with casinos, yes. But not just that. Like you could do so many different things. Like, in addition, see, like, look, the casino would be a way of raising the money, Scott. You follow me? But then once you have the money, there's so much you could do. There is so much you could do. Like, it's limitless. But the casino could be your bankroll. You follow me? But yes, you can have a casino with a big gigantic backyard. But you see, people will probably criticize you with that as well. They'll be like, oh, these animals, like let's say you had lions and you had tigers and you had all this stuff. They'll be like, oh, they belong in the wild. There's no way you're ever going to get away from hate. Hate will find you, So I'm not exactly sure if I want to do that yet. I was thinking about that, Scott. But the casino could be a bankroll. In other words, think of the casino, Apefather, King of the Jungle, as a way to raise money. Then you take those millions of dollars and help animals in need. So we'll see. I'm not exactly sure yet if there will be an animal sanctuary connected to the development. Now, I know you all think I'm psychos, but I'm going to pull this off. Everybody is going to be so shocked. Everybody is going to be blown the F away. Because you know what it is? I have a great work ethic. This is what none of you, it doesn't make a difference that I'm like Paul Stanley and I'm a rock star and I wake up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. When I wake up, I work and I work hard. That's it. That's how I am. And I'm just saying to myself, what do I want to work hard for? Like, what am I working hard for? Most of you people are lunatics. You have, accounts with Webull. You have accounts with Robinhood. You know what I mean? It's like you're helping Ken Griffin get richer every day. I'm just tired of preaching the same things, guys. I'm sorry. I'm tired of it. Look, I think I said everything I had to say. I think all of you know my hatred for corruption. You know my hatred for Ken Griffin. You know my hatred of what Adam Aaron did to us. You know my hatred of so many things. But like how many isn't it like kind of like doesn't it get boring? You know what I mean? To say the same things. And it's like and what am I going to accomplish here? What's the end goal? Do we really think it's like Charles Payne said? Do I really think we're going to beat Ken Griffin? The answer is no. You want me to tell you the truth? I don't think we're going to beat Ken Griffin. I don't think so. I just think that he's got this whole thing like a monopoly and we can't stop it. It's like an unstoppable force. Look, we tried. We all tried. It didn't work. And it's time to move on, my brother apes. That's it. It's time to move on to a new direction. At least for me. Look, at least for the Apefather. Well, maybe what we'll do is we'll do boxing matches. How about this? And we could take the proceeds to help rescue animals. I'll do that. Listen, I'm going to become a big, huge figure you're going to see in the world for rescuing animals. And I might just do anything to rescue them, okay? And including boxing matches. You follow me? I'm not hungover. What's up, Chad? Is that Chad Clifford? Is that the real? Did Chad had to come out for this one? This is historic. Chad, you want to know what it is? I'm not going to ask for if this is Chad Clifford. I don't know. I'm not asking for any donations. I'm not going to ask anyone for one single dollar. So this is where I learned my lesson. You want to know where I learned my lesson? Back in like I don't even know. So many years ago. Oh my God. I think it was around 2007, 2008. Me and my wife wanted to open a non-kill animal rescue center, to rescue cats, dogs. And at the time, the rescue center in Staten Island shut down. This was after like 20 years. So I came up with this big grandiose idea, which was to rent out the Staten Island Yankee Stadium. And I had my Billy Joel tribute band. So we actually convinced the stadium, to let us do it. They gave us an actual date. I started getting people to buy tickets, sponsors. Unfortunately, this was around the same time that we had that the major housing crisis, and the economy was starting to like plummet. It was a bad time for people, and we just couldn't secure enough donations. But the thing is, donations in the sense of ticket sales for the concerts. But I got a lot of wise guys. See, this is what happens. You get wise guys when you ask for money. What are you doing with the money? Huh? What the F are you doing? You keeping the money? Is that what you're doing? Are you going to use the money to buy yourself a house? Are you going to use the money to buy yourself a car? Are you going to do this? So you get all these like lunatic. Like, I just wanted to do a good thing, man. I just wanted to open up. And what happened was when the concert was canceled, Ticketmaster refunded all the money. It was all refunded. No harm, no foul. Okay. But still, I winded up getting this article when, if you could believe it, it went to the front page. It went to the front page of the Staten Island Advance. Okay, and it was this jerk off reporter, Frank something, I forgot his name. And he tried to make me out to be a bad guy. He's like, look, this dude, blah blah blah, wants to open up a hotel casino. Because at the time, look, I've always had this dream. You know what I mean? I came this close too, by the way. I came this close. I had Florida's largest developer that was going to put up $50 billion. I owned at one time 110 acres of beachfront property in the Caribbean. Okay, and we had this whole thing set up. It was zoned for a hotel casino development. But at that time, I was young. I didn't understand that, you had to be what's called a broker dealer with the, SEC. So what happened was I called up a Pittsburgh real estate developer, and that led to me getting a cease and desist letter from the SEC, because they're like, you're not registered. You can't call up people asking for, like investments. So that's why I want to be perfectly clear. I've learned my lesson, okay? I am not asking for any investments. Listen to me. No investments. I am not asking for no donations. So guess what? At the end of the day, there's nothing that none of you mother effers could say. You can't say nothing to me. Now, you may not like me personally, and that's fine. That's fine. You may say I'm delusional. You may say this will never happen, Apefather. Your dream of opening Apefather, King of the Jungle, Hotel Casino will never happen. You may say, Apefather, you're never going to donate money to rescue animals. You could say you're fat, you're ugly, you're cringe, you're bald. You could say all these things. But there's one thing that you can't say to me. I am not doing anything illegal. There is nothing illegal about me making videos saying that I have a dream. Right? What's illegal about that? I have a dream. I want to open a casino hotel called Apefather, King of the Jungle. I want to take a large amount of those profits, and I want to help rescue not just dogs, cats, but all animals, wild animals, gorillas, elephants, giraffes, everything, monkeys, baby. Wow! Anyway, let me read some of this. We see now what Detective Pikachu is going to say is I'm begging for views. You say you can't win, right? But you want to know something? Listen to me. It's not. There's nothing. Look, it's much better to do this than what Lou is doing. You want me to tell you? Eventually, Lou. Look, it's just my opinion. Is going to get in trouble. That's it. Because you know what it is? I want to start steering away. Can I be honest with you? I regret it. I wish I never got involved in AMC. Honestly, I only meant, you know what the funny thing is that none of you people understand about me? I only want good things for people. That's the funny thing. I know you hate me so much, but I just want good things. Like, I swear to all of you, I wanted all of us to get rich on AMC. That was my only motivation. But do you see how it could be twisted and turned? Then people could start pointing fingers at you. People could start blaming you. They could say, "Hey, father, I invested whatever it is, $100,000 in AMC because of you, and now I want to sue you, and I want to hold you responsible for my losses." You see what I'm trying to say? And like, look, the more and more I started doing this, I realized there's just no happy ending to all of this shit. There's, you know what I mean? I just don't want to talk about stock. Now I'm actually saying it. Look, before I was saying that I was still going to talk about stocks. I want to stop talking about stocks. I just don't see I just don't see the positive. What's the benefit? What's in it for me to talk about stocks, right? I talk about stocks. If somebody makes money, they'll love me, right? They'll pat me on the back. Most of the time in this corrupt market, people lose money, right? So ultimately, that will lead to them blaming me, right? They'll say it's your fault. Ape Father, you mentioned Splash, SB, EEV, and then it shot down. They want people want to blame me. It's your fault. Even though I have a disclaimer, even though I say I'm not a financial planner, I don't give financial advice. I make this very clear on every video. I'm just an entertainer. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. No matter how much I say this, people want to point their fingers at me. Like, see, I don't do that. I man up. I lost money on AMC, a lot of money. Okay. But I don't go around blaming people. I don't look, I'm not suing Lou. I'm not suing him. If you want to sue Lou, sue Lou. I'm not suing him. Okay. I man up and I make my own decisions. If I make a good investment, I credit myself. If I make a bad investment, I hold myself responsible. And nobody else in the world wants to do that. Nobody else in the world wants to hold themselves responsible. They want to blame everybody. They want to blame me. They want to blame everybody. So I guess I'm making a very long story to get to the point. I'm done with the stock market. I'm done. I don't want to talk about stocks anymore. Look, I'll still do my live streams. I'm still the Ape Father. All right. I'm not Actually, I think the name still works, don't you think? Ape Father still works with King of the Jungle. Ape Father rescuing apes, rescuing animals. It still works. Hold on, let me read this. It's not that I suck at stocks, bro. Look, the market is corrupt. Stay in this. Let's see who does better, me or you, in the next year. Okay, as Tekka. Let's see who does better. Me with real estate and you with stocks. A year from now, I have $1 billion casino built, right? And I'm gonna go back to this guy as Azteca. He'll still have his like $5,000 invested in like a beep stock. I'll have $1 billion hotel casino built, and I'm gonna say to him, "Hey, Azteca, how you doing with your 5,000? Is it working out for you?" I challenge you to get on AMC board. Obviously, this is not the real Lou from Wall Street. Um, I don't want nothing to do with it anymore. I'm telling you all the truth. I don't want nothing to do with it anymore. Look, sometimes you just got to move on. Sometimes you're in a bad relationship. The relationship is not working out. It's not going well, and you got to just say goodbye. Like, I wrote a song called "Is This Goodbye." It's like this club song. It was kind of like a freestyle song. I've been watching Gravesend too. At first, I'm going to tell you the truth. I thought it sucked. The first episode, I didn't like it at all. I was disappointed. I was like, William DeMayo, what are you doing, man? But then I bought the whole series, and each episode got much much better. So my advice to you is this, and it's not financial advice and it's not TV advice. I'm just from one friend to another, or from one hater to another hater, whatever you want to say. Give Gravesend 2 a shot. It's on Amazon Prime. You can buy it. Um, it's not free. You have to pay for it. Okay, it's not. I think I paid like $30 for the whole season. It's not a lot of money. But the thing is that give it a shot. After the first episode, it really, really starts to get good. You got the Dice Man, baby. Dice Man's in this. Andrew Dice Clay, Vic DeBetto. You got Armand Asante. I mean, forget about it. Chaz Palminteri. You got so many great. You got Maria the Ice Cream Girl. She's my friend, by the way, from Brooklyn. Maria the Ice Cream Girl. Anyway, I clipped this video about stocks ready when he flip flops again, meaning that I'm going to talk about stocks again. No, I'm not going to talk about stocks anymore. I'm not going to talk about stocks anymore. Look, I just don't believe in the stock market, the regulator. That's it. I don't, not even in tech stocks. I don't believe in the stock market. I believe in real estate. Look, real estate has always won for me my whole life. Real estate has always won for my father. My father invested in the stock market once. He lost 100,000. Look, granted, I will say he did make money in Tesla. So you do have a point. The regulator does have a point. I can't argue with him. I know, but you want to know what it is, Antonio. If you just look at, like, look, I guess what it is that if it works for you, God bless. You understand? Look, it doesn't work for me. Maybe it works for you. Okay, maybe you're just able to pick good stocks, and look, you have the patience, the Warren Buffett patience to hold a good solid company for a good 10, 20 years. I see all of those things are not me. I'm not a very patient person, you know. I don't have patience. Like, yeah, I one time watched this video with Warren Buffett, and he's like, "How if you don't have the patience," he said, "to invest in a company for like 10 to 20 years, you're not cut out for the stock market." And I remember thinking to myself, "I don't think I'm cut out for the stock market." I don't have patience like that. I really, especially at the age of 46 years old. All right, Antonio. Look, Antonio. You don't have to go out of your way to prove yourself. Listen, it doesn't make a difference if Nasdaq is up 700%, because most people lost a lot of money. Look, last year retail investors lost, I believe it was something like, what was it, like 300 billion or something, 350 billion. Look it up, Antonio. Look it up. Last year, retail investors lost $350 billion. So you could take your status quotes of Nasdaq being up 700% and shove them, where the sun doesn't shine, brother. You could take that statistic and shove it where the sun doesn't shine. Retail lost 350 billion. But I'm just trying to make a point to you, okay? Just trying to make a point to you. Just because Nasdaq is up 700% doesn't mean there aren't people losing money. See this, but see now, you see what you're doing. You're actually proving my point, and this is why I want to get away from this. Because look at that last comment that Antonio Miranda just wrote. He goes, "Thanks to financial YouTubers." What the f is going on? Whatever. Sure. You got to watch it from the beginning, bro. You got to watch my live stream from the beginning. Apefather has a dream, like Martin Luther King. I have a dream. Apefather has a dream. I want to open. I'm sorry, I got a little internet issue there. I'm living good. I got a beautiful family, thank God. God bless me with a beautiful wife. God bless me with two beautiful children. We got grandma, right, Mike? Mike's like this. No, no, seriously, I got a beautiful mother. We got the. We just make jokes about her. I love my mother. We got my two beautiful dogs. I love my dog Chloe and Max. Max is the Shih Tzu. Chloe's the Puggle. So I'm living like an average American's life right now. Seriously. I eat well, I live good, I got a good life. And the way I look at it is I want to strive for something bigger now. You know what I mean? I want to get to the next level. So I ask myself, what's going to take me to the next level? Is it going to be the stock market? So far, no. Stock market cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars. Um, I look at my house. I'll just give you a quick example. I bought it in 2018. It's up almost 300,000 in profit. It's worth almost 600,000. So, look, just for me, real estate works better. Now, that's not, I'm not saying, and I just want to be crystal clear to all of you not to invest in the stock market. I'm not telling you not to invest in X Force, right? Da 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 X Force. I'm not, listen, you want to invest in cryptocurrencies, do it. You want to invest in the stock market, do it. Okay. But for me, what's been working, gold, real estate, and cash. But the thing is, I also want to do a greater good. Not everything in life is money. Not everything, it's good to have money, but not everything in life is money. I would love to save animals. It's always been my dream. I know you probably look at me like I'm a Tony Soprano. You're like, hey, father, you eat a shitload of gabagool, superside. My son says it all the time. Because you want to save animals, he goes, stop eating so many steaks, right? He's looking at me right now. He's smiling. He goes, you fat mother effer. He goes, steak after steak after steak. I have a theory on that, okay, which I don't want to get into, but I have a, look, I know this is going to sound mean, but if I stop eating steaks, look, and I'll say this to every animal activist out there, I'll actually have a debate with every animal activist. I'm like, someone else is just going to buy that steak in the supermarket. Do you see what I'm trying to say? See, like these animal activists, in my opinion, a lot of them are crazy because they feel like how are you going to stop people who love to eat meat? You can't. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's like the way people smoke cigarettes. You know what I mean? You can't. It's too big of an industry. Even Oprah Winfrey, who tried to do it, she tried to do it. She talked about E. coli and everything, and even the power of Oprah Winfrey, she couldn't stop it. So the thing is, I like to do something that I have a chance. Like in other words, if there's an animal that I could save, do you see what I'm trying to say? That's something I can do. That's something real. But how are you going to stop, you know, the meat's already in the supermarket. You know what I mean? The meat's already in the restaurants. The steak's already there. You can't, I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but it's been the biggest debate of all time. Like, how could you be a person who loves to eat meat? Look, I'm Italian. You understand? I grew up in Brooklyn. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. Forget about it. Meatballs, sausage, braciole. You know what I mean? No, this is my wife. We go pick up my daughter. But we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue these live streams, okay? But I am telling you that no one looks at me that way. What? No one looks at me that way. What? That I'm Tony Soprano. Everybody looks at me that way, Alex. Everybody looks at me that way. But anyway, I'm gonna be doing. Lou has rubber balls. That's funny. I'm gonna be doing live streams, but it's gonna be kind of like discussions on this stuff. You're more than welcome to participate. I'm probably not gonna talk about stocks anymore. We're gonna talk about stuff like this, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of videos on this, and you're obviously welcome to watch them. Listen, one day we could all party. If Apefather opens up the Apefather King of the Jungle Hotel Casino, I think you should all continue to watch me because you could all be there with me. All my ape brothers, all my ape sisters, and we could all celebrate. Hey, maybe one day we could all go travel the world together. Would it be wonderful to go and see? I would love to see a lion up close and personal. I'm not talking about in a friggin' zoo. Okay, I'm talking about up like that movie. I'm not afraid. Look, I know you all think I'm crazy. I'm not afraid of nothing, baby. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of a lion. I'm not afraid of a gorilla, a tiger. I'm the ape father, baby. I'm the ape father. Wow! But anyway, I want to rescue them. I want to help them. I'll go to that lion. I'll say, Lion, me and you are going to become best friends. All right. And I'm going to help you. My business plan is very simple. to get to the point where I become the biggest YouTuber in the world. The regulator. That's right. I am going to make video after video after video after video. My source of financing will be many sources, okay? But it's not going to be you, so don't worry about it, okay? It's not going to be you, regulator. I am not going to ask you for a single dollar. I'm not going to ask you for any donations. So it's not going to be so in all honesty, it's not even a concern of yours. You have nothing to do with this. If I'm not asking you for any money, if I'm not asking you for donations, why do you even care? Look, here's my source of financing. Become very famous. Become successful. And then you see what Aztec had just said, that could be an idea. What he just said, boxing. See, in other words, once I become famous, hear me out. Can I just tell you what step one is, please? Listen to me. Can I tell you what step one is? I know, Jennifer, we're coming. Step one is to become famous, to become known on YouTube. Just hear me out. Now, once I get that name and everybody kind of knows who I am and what I'm trying to accomplish, that's when Aztec's ideas come in. That's when I can say, let's all box to benefit animals in need. Cruises to benefit animals in need. There could be so many things. I could start the Apefather cruise line. Wow, that friggin' bird just flew. That seagull just almost, look, he's on top of our car. Let me see if I can see that way. You can't see it. That seagull almost flew. There he is, look at him. Look, this is a sign. This is a sign of animals. Look, that seagull is right. Can you see him? Isn't that a sign from God? That's a sign from God. This animal is saying, Father, you're on the path. That is amazing. Wow. I've always cared about animals my whole life. What's up? I know, I see the bird. Tell them that there's a seagull.
There's a seagull resting on top of
That's a sign from God that he's putting me on the path. Look, there he is. That's it. You see that seagull? He just flew away. Right there he is. Look, that's a sign from God saying, hey, Father, you are on the right path. The sign is he wants to take a dump on my car. Anyway, V for victory. This live stream is not financial advice. I'm not asking for any donations. I'm not a financial planner. It is all entertainment purposes only. We're going to be making a lot more live streams on this. A regulator. One day you'll see all the ways you can make money. Maybe we'll do boxing, a boxing to raise money for animals. Maybe we'll do a cruise ships events. Maybe we'll do concerts. There's so many things we could do. But the first thing I got to do, regulator, is I got to become famous on YouTube. I got to get a lot of views, regulator. So, regulator, you keep watching me. Okay, you're good, you keep watching me, you. V for victory. Let's do this. Apefather, king of the jungle, hotel casino. Large portions of the profits will be to rescue animals in need. All animals, wild animals. And I am not asking for any donations. That's it. I'm not solicitation. No solicitation of any form. No investments. No donations. Only views. Oh! Entertainment purposes only.